Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty78609 in my 2019 Casita Freedom Deluxe, 17-footer, swivel chairs and all that stuff, 84 square feet of happiness. I full-time RV. I've full-time RV'd for a long time, meaning I've lived in a full-time in a travel trailer for, 25 years, long time. I'm 73 years old and I'm still doing it, waiting for the spring to take some more travels or go some trips out west. But had a comment, viewer asked, "Hey Rusty, what do you do about your mail when you're traveling?" Well, since I have two addresses, I have my physical address for my home base, and then I also have a P.O. box, which I use for my YouTube channel to let people keep in contact with me. So the way it works for me is very simple, in that for my physical address, since they actually deliver the mail to a little box out here on the road, they will hold your mail for 1 month. After that, somebody's got to pick it up, supposedly, or they don't hold it anymore. I don't know what they do with it, probably throw it in the garbage for all I know. So what I do is, since I have the P.O. box, is I forward my mail from my physical address to my P.O. box, and that way I'm good to go. Why? Because they tell me at the post office where I have the P.O. box that as long as I have the box rental paid, that mail will be held for 6 months, 8 months, even up to a year. So that's good enough for me. Now, as far as forwarding the mail, you can do one-time forwardings as you're traveling to addresses wherever you are. But you have to go, it has to be forwarded to a certain type of post office. Apparently there's different types of post offices, and some of them can receive forwarded mail and some of them cannot. So you'll have to ask the postmaster at the post office if you can have mail forwarded there to general delivery one time, and they'll tell you straight up. Now, whenever you have your mail forwarded one time, general delivery, to this address out in the boondocks, you're going to have to allow about 4 days for the mail to get there, to be sure you get everything, okay? Because if you had a package, then that's going to take an extra day, or it may not even be forwarded. It depends on the post office you're dealing with. They only forward first-class mail, so any of the other stuff they don't forward. You'll have to pick that up when you get back home. So that's the way it works for me. I don't get mail that I'm that concerned about. Everything I do is over the internet. So rarely do I get any mail that I need within a month or so anyway. And there is a way you can set it up at USPS.com. There is a way that they will send you daily, or they will send you updates of any mail you have received. In other words, they'll show you a copy of the envelope that you have received. It'll say, you have mail, and you go to your USPS.com account, and you can check to see what that mail is by looking at the outside of the envelope. They don't show what's inside, but they do scan the outside of the envelope and send you, it's in your account at USPS.com, and you can check it every other day or whenever you want to. And if there's something that you feel is important, then you can have it forwarded to you wherever you happen to be at that time. And there's no charge for forwarding, one-time forwardings. I wouldn't abuse the privilege, but what I do is maybe once every 2 months, if I'm on the road that long, I'll have mail forwarded one time to a certain site. And sometimes, since these are small post offices that I'm dealing with, I'm having the mail forwarded from my home address, my physical address, to a P.O. box. So what I can do is I can actually call that post office, since it's a small post office and they know me, and I can say, well, how much mail do you have stacked up for me? And they'll check and say, well, we just got a couple of pieces, and that's it. And that's all I need to know. Or else I could say, okay, well, let me give you a forwarding address for you to forward it to. Sometimes they'll take it, and sometimes they'll tell me I have to fill out one of those little forms. It just depends on who I'm talking to. But be that as it may, that's the solution for mail, and that problem is becoming less and less. And also, a side note, now there are a number of forwarding sources. You can check Google, do a Google search for mail forwarding. You'll find a number of different companies that do it for a variety of different charges. And they do all kind of things. But again, that's up to you. If you get a lot of mail, then you'll have to work that out. But for me, my system seems to work fine for me so far. I'm not worried about mail. I don't. There's nothing that I get in the mail that's that important. Now, of course, if you've got to renew your driver's license, and you can actually renew your driver's license online. The only thing is they're going to mail it to either my physical address or my P.O. box. In my case, it'll be the physical address. And then if I need to renew my license tags on my pickup and an inspection sticker, then of course I do that before I leave out, because my inspection sticker and my license tags are due in March. And that's perfect because I usually don't leave out until April or May anyway, so that means I've already got that done. And as far as the driver's license in Texas, I think they're good for like 7 years, and I just renewed mine a year or so ago, so I'm good for several years on that. And that's the only two things that you need to be concerned about, or at least me. But anyway, having said that, guys, so when you're on the road, there's a lot of different ways to take care of your mail. I just gave you mine. I have a physical address, and I forward that mail to a P.O. box. At the P.O. box, as long as I've got that box rental paid, then they'll hold the mail for indefinitely, is what they told me, as long as that box rental is paid. So anyway, so I'd give you that tip. Thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want, but if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. Why? Because I get a small commission, and it doesn't cost you 1 penny. What else? Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. It's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, and it'll also help you lose weight. And what else? Take deep breaths. Breathe in real deep, hold it for a few seconds, and breathe out slowly. Why? Because that relieves stress, and relieving stress does what? Lowers your blood pressure. And is that good for you? Sure it is. Yeah, it is. And what else? Stretch, walk, swivel, whatever you got to do, man. Exercise your body once or twice a day if you can. You'll never regret it. You may live a little longer because of it. What else? Stand guard at the door of your mind. Don't let negative Nancy or negative Ned get inside of your head. This is your head, your brain, your frontal lobes. All this is yours up here, and you own it. You're the boss. So whatever you let in, that's your situation, okay? That's what you're going to have to deal with. My opinion is accentuate the positive and eliminate the negative. Much better life. So anyway, guys, check on your mail, men, ladies. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye.